Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 57 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series. Today, I think I've solved my mechanism to crystallizer problem. And I think I've solved it in a way that works for any number of crystallizers. I've been playing with this for probably 45 minutes now, trying to figure out how to get this thing to work. And I don't think it's doable with mechanism by itself. I don't know for sure, but I feel like the answer is you can't. So let me show you what's wrong, and then I will show you how to fix it, okay? Basically, the chemical washer is not fast enough to keep up with the pipes. And what happens is the chemical washer winds up splitting unevenly across multiple things. So I'm going to put like 2 sets of pipes here, right? And if I throw... Am I out of stuff? I might be out of stuff. Raw iron ore should be cool. Boop. Okay, so that's good times, right? So if I throw one of these in here, right, watch what happens. These are all empty right now, by the way, okay? So if I throw this in here, what happens is it comes out with, okay, now it did not split it wrong. Okay, that's cool. But if I throw a third one here, maybe that'll show the issue. Because I want more than 2, right, obviously. See how it's 1792 and it's 1416 and it's 992. So what's happening is it's unevenly splitting all these because like as so let's see if I use that gauge dropper there and clear it out, right? Watch this, right? So if I go to slurries and I turn off auto eject and then we put an iron ore in there, there's literally 6,000 exactly millibuckets. When I tell it to eject, it should evenly distribute, I think, though sometimes it also doesn't. We'll see what happens. Boom. Yeah, see, it didn't do it again. So yeah, I don't know if it's just like not extracting or the way it's, I don't know, it's being a little touchy and not ideal, not an ideal behavior, right? There you go, cleaned up. So I don't know if it's the tubes or what. Now, the other thing I could do, if I wanted to, but these have a pump rate of 750 millibuckets per tick. So if I told it to pull, it would pull 750 millibuckets at a time, and that's also going to be unevenly distributed. What about other tubes? This guy can do 2,000 millibuckets, so we can try that and see what happens. But I suspect we're still going to have a problem. So let's try that. So I'm going to, instead of letting you auto push your slurry, right? I'm just going to let that be the output here. And then I'm going to break these dudes. And let's us extract 2,000 millibuckets per tick by pulling like that, okay? So now if I remove this for a sec and I run this in here, right? He's going to have 6,000. So then if I do this, he should evenly split that, and he didn't still. He didn't still. Why are you not evenly split? I don't have a good answer for that. I don't know. It's definitely being weird. And it might just be like the math of how mechanisms pipes are choosing to split. Because it is misbehaving for sure. So, luckily, we have another thing that can handle pipes. I do have it on my to-do list to get laser I/O supporting gas pipes. But I noticed there are gas pipes from the pipes mod. So with this, here's the deal. You want to do that, and you want it to, as you can see on the tooltip up here, transferring 200 millibuckets of gas every tick. That's the way you want it configured. Do not upgrade it. If you upgrade it, even with a basic pipe upgrade to 400, it won't work. So let me demonstrate that for you right now. If I remove this pipe upgrade and we're doing 200, okay, and then let's make it, you know, the 3 pipes here, and I put a thing in there. See how it evenly distributed? Yeah, look how cool that is. So this guy is producing probably equal to or less than 200 millibuckets of liquid per tick, so that the pipe can't keep up. So every time it extracts, it's always extracting a full 200. Okay? I don't think it's producing more than 400, and I can tell you that because when I do this, we're going to get an uneven distribution. See? See? So at some point, it had less than 200 that it could extract. It had like 100, right? And then it split it 3 ways. So that's why we have close to a 3-way split there. So that's fun, right? So that's the problem. And there's the solution as well. If we use pipes to only extract 200 millibuckets per tick, aka no upgrades at all, and you can see I was testing with different upgrades, he should only be able to extract 200 millibuckets per tick. Now I've got this guy configured. I can't change him, but he's gonna evenly distribute. So now if I just throw like these in here, this should just work, right? That should be cool. We should get a nice even number at some point once it's done filling. See, 34, 36, everybody's even. Everybody's even because we're doing the 200. Now, if we run into power problems here, I can't guarantee it will stay good. So today's episode is going to be about solving, or at least contributing to solving, some of our power problems. So with that said, you can see the buffer of our pipe here is definitely choking a little bit, and we're gonna have to go deal with that. But long story short, we're okay. We're good, right? Like I said, if we run low on power here, we might start dropping below the 200 millibuckets per tick production line, and that might be a problem for us. And if it is, then it's a problem we'll deal with when the time comes. Deal? We'll figure it out. And then to do for Dyer is make laser IO support gas pipes so that I can do something like only insert 200 millibuckets at a time, and that would be kind of cool, right? But I need, like, there's a lot of work that goes into doing that, and it's not like a quick and easy thing. Like, first I have to like support gas from mechanism, then I need to write all the logic for how to transfer the gas. It's very similar to water, so it should be very easy, but I still need to like do it all, right? So let's get out of here and go over here and see how things are going. So things are going, but even 20,000 R per tick is not sufficient. So what I'm thinking I might do is gas generator from mechanism. That seems like a good time to me. So we're going to need electrolytic core. Yep, retry, do it, you can do it, I believe in you. So that would be you, and that would be control click for you. And that would be cool, and gas burning generator should be fun. So I'm gonna like stick you right here and see what happens, right? So if I do that, so you currently have no gas in you, and if I tell you on the sidedness of this, I would like you to output to there, are you gonna suddenly, yes, you're full, nice, okay. So that's cool. So now we're generating gas in two places, right? We're using our ethylene both for this and for this, and hopefully we can support that. So let's get a plug. Yeah, flux plug. Control click that bad boy. And throw you on the generators network. So how much are you? That's right, you have a specific place where the plug can live. There you are. You're making 72,000 R per tick. The gas burning generator is pretty, not gonna lie. 72,000 R per tick is a lot. Combined with the 20,000. So it would take a lot of advanced generator composite turbines to get to the point where this can do 80,000, right? And surpass this. Yeah. Right? Producing 72, max output 144. Yeah, so we're good. We're good here. That's cool. That's a fun time. So are we like able to a little bit maintain our needs? I mean, we're still producing close to 100,000 R per tick combined now, and we're still not keeping up with the demands of our basement. So with that said, I think it's maybe time to upgrade this capacitor bank, because he only stores 4 million. Let's go over here. So Mechanism has some nice dudes that we're going to eventually want to be auto-crafting anyway. So let's get auto-crafting for all this going, right? So I'm going to put some of this away. You guys can go away. You can go into my backpack. You can go away, as well as you. Backpack, backpack, backpack. Go away, go away. Backpack, backpack, backpack. We'll hang on to our laser wrench. That'll be our wrench of choice for the moment. So two things. One, I need you to also make elite energy cubes, and I need you to make advanced energy cubes, and I need you to make basic energy cubes. And now's a good time for you to learn how to make the energy tablet, which I've been putting off teaching the A system how to make. And Mr. Enderman keeps sneaking around there. I don't know where this Enderman is and how he's showing up, because we have like the whole don't let mob spawn thing, and like one weird Enderman likes to pop over and visit, and I don't get it. So Mechanisms, is it a cube? Is that what it's called? Cube? Yeah, I want the ultimate, which can store 102 million. So pretty much like 25 times as good as this 4 million. Now, in fairness, I could, if I wanted to, with Ender.io, do multi-block, dude, and that can get bigger. But there's a nice multi-block from Mechanism too. So as we get more and more powery, we're going to want more and more storage, and more storage is going to be good. So capacitor bank. This guy can hold 4 million, the Vibrant tier. I would need 25 of these blocks to hold the amount of energy in this. And that's just not going to work for me, right? So how about you go here, okay? And then your side config will be such that you are going to output on the bottom and output on the top, and then you're going to input from the left and the back, right? The back being solar. Okay, so now you will get your energy here, and that's 100,000-ish, and that's really 93, and that's a combination of the 20 from the advanced generator and the 73 from the gas burning generator. Okay, and then you can output here, and now you're gonna, charge up your stuff, and that should be cool. So now we have a total combination of like, and also the 1,000-ish or 2,000, whatever my solars are making. That's cool. All right, so now we have at least a little bit of a better buffer of power, but it's still not going to be great. It's still going to be a little bit of a problem. So mostly because that's just going to like hold me over, right? Because we're definitely using more than 100,000 RF a tick. Actually, I'm curious what we're using. So let's go in here and let's get some raw ore processing. So I'm just going to do, what do we got here that we could probably use? Do I have anything I can probably use? Let's do lead. Okay, at this point it doesn't really matter what I'm doing. So lead it is, okay. I don't know if I need like a stack's worth of lead, but we'll do 16 and then we'll see how much we're using here, right? So if I threw, oh, and we need more sulfuric acid too. Clearly. You need some upgrades, don't you? You guys need upgrades? Sulfur dioxide's coming in now a little bit faster. That's nice. Yeah, you may not need upgrades. You're cool. You're cool. You may need upgrades. They never hurt. Yes, they make it take, more RF per tick, but also, like, for a much shorter period of time. So there's a little bit of a trade-off. Sweet. All right, so now you're nice and full. So now let's see how much actual RF per tick is being used here, and we can measure that here, right? Now it's gonna sputter as it's producing stuff. What I will probably do is get you to stop for a minute and let everything settle, and then this is going to be a test to see how much actual. You might get low on water vapor. Curious if you will, actually. That's okay. We'll leave you for now. Right? So now let's get this in here. So we're definitely in like the 100,000-ish area of energy use. So we're probably close, but there's definitely some sputters in there. But we're probably right around 100-ish, right? Right around 100,000 RF a tick to maintain a majority of this processing line. Right, so with all that running, all this running, now once you clear out here, I'm guessing you'll slow down on that 100,000. Once this guy's empty. Not really, actually. Not really. Some of these other machines must be pretty power hungry. So like that's 4,000 RF a tick right there for the injecting factory. Yeah. Now you might be, you know what? He's rebuilding his buffer. That's what's happening. So I think the washer is one of the more expensive machines. So once he stops washing, we're not using as much power, but there's a big buffer inside those universal cables, and we're refilling that buffer as we speak. And then once that buffer is filled back up, then we'll be cool, right? So let that buffer fill back up. And hopefully we'll be able to see what our actual energy usage is now. Yeah, like right around 50-ish. Right? Now, we are also choking on power, to be fair, or at least it seems like we might be. So let's go see what's going on with that. Are we hurting for power or no? No, we're good. We're good on power. Yep. Yeah. So right around 50 when the washer's not running. The washer pushes up to 100, right? Because the washer's close to 50,000 by itself, which is kind of funny. But that's cool. Okay. And I might mute my gas burning generator. That's cool. Okay. Sweet. So this setup is pretty good, I would say. Also, I did have to switch potatoes in here because we very quickly ran out of kelp. Like, very quickly ran out of kelp. Like, really, really, really fast. I don't know how we are for potatoes, but we seem to be okay-ish. But we're probably going to have to deal with the fact that we might be getting low on potatoes, too. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, so that helps with our power issue a little bit, only because gas-burning generators are so OP. But we might want to consider whether there's some changes that need to happen. All right. So I was talking about sulfur next, right? Is that where we were going to be? So we were talking about sulfur. And we learned last episode that we can get sulfur from blood magic alchemy. And I wanted to get into blood magic, and I kind of like the fact that I need to get into blood magic because it gives me a reason to get into blood magic. I really like when there's a reason to do things. Like, I would love to be able to just be like, hey, look at this really cool mod, and blood magic is a really cool and fun mod. But if I can say to you, hey, there's there's a need, like there's a thing, there's a reason to get into it, that's also good. So we're going to check out blood magic next. We spent a lot of time on tech, so it's the perfect time to switch into another magic mod and get access to some really cool and powerful toys and gadgets. And I don't know if blood magic has new features or not. I have no idea. We'll find out together if there's anything new in blood magic. So I think... Is it called Sanguine Scientificum? Is that the blood magic book? So if you're unfamiliar with blood magic, it's been around for a long time. It is a super fun mod. There's all kinds of stuff to do, right? And it gives you access to a lot of really cool abilities. Sigils, which are like items that can do magical spells. There's rituals, which are like multi-block structures in the world that will automate things for you. There's dungeon delving, which is like generated dungeons that you can go explore. There's demon will, which is like a whole complex generation of resources, and you can use it to make your rituals even more powerful. There's alchemical arrays, there's armor, there's weapon, like there's a ton of stuff in blood magic. It's been around forever, and it has a ton of features, and it's definitely one of my favorite mods. So we will probably, I'm thinking the blood magic should be in the basement of my tower here, right? Like that would be cool. So we should have like a basement area down here that our blood magic goes into. Like that would be neat, right? Now where is Enderman hiding? Enderman, where are you? Are you? I see stuff in there. He's somewhere. He somehow got in there. How did he get in there? Do I have an elevator in this place? I don't even know. Isn't that funny? I don't even know. Look at you. You're cluttering up. Yeah, bad Enderman. Bad. Okay. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to... Do I have these in here? I guess I do. Because you went in here. Polished diorite. Yes. I think blood magic, because it's like... Conceptually, it's like dark and evil-ish. It should be in the like underground, right? Like we shouldn't have it in like this nice, bright, friendly-looking tower. It should be underneath the tower in like a place that we like hide away from everybody. Because like, you know, we're doing evil magics down there. So that's conceptually how I think I'd like that to work. Do we have a tape measure? We do. From Measurements mod and from Chisels and Bits. And that's cool. Let's try. I want to try this out real quick. So what do you need? You need some gray wool. Which means you need gray dye, which needs white dye. And black dye. And that will get me 3 AU. I can make a tape measure. I'm just curious how this works. I want to see, but well, that's nice. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Am I supposed to be able to measure that and like understand what the measurement is? Because I have no idea. Are you gonna tell me something? Just curious, like what that measurement is. It's 25. Okay, cool. Okay, yes, that's the number I was looking for. I imagined there was something, right, that would tell me the measurement there. Now, is it also 25 from here to, let's say, here? It is. Okay, cool. So now I know like what the dimensions of that are. So that's nifty. That's good to know. Okay. So I want to dig out the basement a little bit, and we'll be right back. All right. Looks like there's a little underground ravine right underneath my thing, but that's okay. We'll deal with that when the time comes. Let's void this out and see what happens. Ooh, I love it. I love it. It's so cool. Oh, look, and it's skipping my tile entities. Good job skipping tile entities. Also, a little bit of a problem. We have some cables that run under here, don't we? Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that a little bit. So if that's 15-ish deep, right? What we should do is anchor that guy, but then shrink it down to like 8-ish deep. And then you can void out some more of that. That looks pretty cool to me. And then there's another tunnel that runs through here. Yeah, so that's super good. Okay. That should be enough space for us, I'm thinking. I'm thinking that might be enough space, though we might want it a little bit deeper. So let's do like... How are you actually... Oh, I see what's going on. Yes, I see what's happening. Yes. All right, so let's do... That should be safe to do. How about a depth of like 5 more? Does that sound cool? And let's actually make this be... Yeah, just do that one. I like shrink too. There you go. That's cool looking too, isn't it? Isn't that cool looking? I love it. Worked very hard on making building gadgets look cool. I'm just saying. Just saying, worked very hard on that. Let's do it to here. Okay, and then you can just do one more once you're all done voiding. That looks good. Cool. Do we feel like that's like a nice... Yeah, now I just need to like relocate this somehow so that he's not, you know, running through the middle of what will be my area. But this like big underground area is probably where I'm going to want to build my altar. And we can look at what the altar looks like if we make our first altar, and then we can kind of plan for the spacing of it. So a blood magic altar is just this, and it's like, it's a multi-block, so it's going to be really, really big. I would like to have like a nice center point, right? But if we did this, and then we got our Sanguine Scientifium, we should be able to take a look at the blood altar and see the different tiers, and we can visualize the top tier. And if I click you right on the blood altar itself, I think you'll store that, and then we'll see. See, we're actually a little bit too small. Well, no, actually we're perfect. We're actually perfect. I just need to move my altar to the center of the room. So if I put the altar here now, and then did that, see how like the runes, it's drawing it out? That's actually pretty good. Okay, that's pretty cool. I might want to move him a little bit further back, but that should be good. So let's move him to be about here and up 1 or 2 more, maybe. That could be a good place for you. Let's see what happens if I do that now, right? So unvisualize, revisualize, click on the altar, and that feels pretty cool. Couple blocks away from the back of the room. Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? All right, so that's where our altar is going to live. If we wanted to, we could probably... you're going to run right through there. Unless I move him up one more. Would moving him up one more be a problem? Seems like it might be a problem. Or I can move him down one. If I moved him down one, would that be cool? Yeah, I wouldn't love it. What I should really do, you know what I'll do, is I'll move these cables down one layer, and that would be fine. Yes, let's do that. Okay, so what we'll do is just move them down one layer. Okay. And then if we determine that we need to rewire it like further, we can do that. All right, so this is the planning phase for our blood magic-y area, and I think it'll look pretty good. Okay, and then we can have access to AE inside this area too. Don't forget, because eventually we'll probably want auto crafting, right? And that would be pretty good. So we will want to auto craft in this area. Cool. Okay. Good deal. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Let's get you stood out. And then you can turn off for a minute. So now we know, roughly speaking, what this looks like. I'm probably going to fill this in a little bit, but I also want to make the walls look good and whatnot. So let's do this. Let me get out my chisel and let me think about what I want this room to look like, because I want it to be like, I want it to be a little spooky. I want it to be like, you know, like we're doing dark magics down here. That's what my brain wants. What am I going to be able to actually do because of my skill set and decor? I don't know. We'll find out. I'll be back. So I did find a pretty cool looking blood magic altar on my Discord from a user named Menace. That looks really nice, and I think I want to use it. It's a little bit larger than this area, so if we like go out here, we'll see there's a little bit more space that needs clearing, but I think we could do it. And if I bring the altar down some, and like down there is where it'll live, then I have like a little roof, a little like 2 blocks here between the roof, and that would be pretty cool, I think. So I might run my cabling up there, right, like across this roof area. I could easily do that. Right. So I'm just going to, here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here, come back next time, and then I'm going to, when I get back, have cleared out enough space in this basement, also gotten all the components of what I need. There's not a huge amount. If we sort by required descending, we'll see it's mostly deep slate, which I should have a lot of, and dark oak, which is not terrible, and stone. So like really not a bad bit of resources overall. Mostly deep slate and some nether brick. I can make all that happen pretty straightforward. So yeah, let's wrap up here, come back next time, and do the stuff. Sound cool? So for now, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time after I clear out a little bit more space down here, and then hopefully we'll have a nice looking nice looking blood magic altar area, courtesy of Menace from my Discord. See, I'm trying to make things look good. I don't always do, but luckily I made a mod that makes it so I can steal other people's really nice looking designs. And by steal, I mean, you know, use the ones that they give me. It's kind of stealing, but it's kind of not. All right, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.